Oh, I guess it started. Hey. Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Miss Thomas here. So I just wanted to say hello. If you ever need any help, I am on Twitter at Sarah the Teacher. So the topic that we are going to be discussing in tonight's hangout, I actually feel kind of silly discussing this alone. This is one of those podcasts where I would want like you all on here with me. So hence the publicity release form. But don't worry, in the future we will have more opportunities to collaborate on podcasts and videos such as this one. But today, just wanted to present you with the big idea since we're discussing collaboration and creativity in class, one of my favorite topics. So creativity is a major factor in creating inventions and developing innovations. Now, I just have to say right now that you may not think of yourself as an innovator, but guess what? You are an innovator. Anytime you see that there is a problem that can be addressed, and you take steps to address that problem, then you are an innovator. So we're all innovators in here because you've already done 2 design challenges. So there's many more to go. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about best practices for collaboration and brainstorming. So we're going to incorporate creativity techniques when brainstorming, and we're gonna practice them in small groups a little later on and record them in our engineering design journal. So this is a thing, right? A lot of researchers have tried to study how the minds of creative geniuses work, and they found that there are strategies that we can use to become more creative thinkers. So remember, at the beginning of the year, we're talking about growth mindset and fixed mindset. So we need to have that growth mindset. Most people can solve a given problem with an expected outcome, but when you use your creativity, then you'll solve a problem that has never been thought of or in a different way. So I don't want to hear I'm not a creative person. Yes, you are. You just need to exercise that creativity. All right. So that's what leads us to new and better ideas, innovations, and inventions. And it's pretty much what creativity means. It's the ability to think differently and to question what currently exists. So thinking outside of the box, that is creativity. So I'm going to turn the question to you right now. Think for a second. What does creativity mean to you? Got it? All right. Yeah, I know you do. All right. So let me give you an example. In 1899, the director of the U.S. Patent Office suggested that the government close the office because everything that could have been invented had been. Really? 1899? Think of everything that came after that. Like we had the plane, we had what else? The traffic light, so many things. We had iPads, we had these nice desktops and phones that you're watching this on. So a lot of things have been created after that. In 1938, there was a guy named Chester Carlson who invented xerography. So that was like the very first copy machine. So at the time, people were saying that carbon paper was the best way to copy things, and nobody wanted to buy a copier. But look now. So yeah. So as you remember, one of the steps in the engineering design process is brainstorming, which is a process that's used to collect ideas that we're going to later use to solve a problem. Okay, so when you're brainstorming, every single idea that you think of, boom, 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 you can write it down. It doesn't matter how crazy it is, just write it down. So you should brainstorm whenever you can. Don't brainstorm alone. Brainstorm with friends. Brainstorm in a group and have a specific purpose to brainstorm. You probably did it last week with the last 2 weeks with the design challenges. So yeah, brainstorming is the bomb. All right. So let me share my screen with you guys. I want to share this slide. All right. I just wanted to read it to you because I usually don't read slides, but I will read this one. So here are some good rules for brainstorming. One conversation takes place at a time, meaning you're not talking over your friend. One person takes place at a time. Stay focused, encourage wild ideas. So the crazier, the better. That's fine. Just get it all out there. Also, defer judgment. What that means is we're not saying this is a good idea, this is a bad idea. It's just an idea at this point. So defer the judgment, save that for later. And last but not least, you want to build on the ideas of other people. So let's say that somebody came up with the car. Like let's take the car as an example. And let's say that somebody said, hey, you know, this car could use more wheels. And somebody else said, yeah, let's get 2 more lifesavers. That would be an example of building on the ideas of others. Now, when we're brainstorming, a lot of times it becomes easy to criticize other people, like saying, oh, that's a stupid idea. No, we don't want to do that, because when we're in the brainstorming phases, then we want to, we want to accept all ideas as they come. And then later on, we can make those critiques. We can start cutting stuff. All right. So try not to judge ideas immediately. Just let them be said, write them down. Also, if someone's idea is way out there, instead of saying, no, that's terrible, then you can actually build on that idea. So don't criticize, don't be negative, just allow the ideas to come. Okay. So encourage all ideas. And a lot of times the best ideas are the most off the wall ideas. I'm sure that you've had examples in your life, and if not, then you will, trust me, where you'll have these crazy ideas. Sometimes these crazy ideas are the ones that you need to act on, because those are the ones that'll take you far. I'm telling you that those have been like the best decisions I've ever made in life. Okay. So be creative. You're only limited by your imagination. Also, everyone should participate. Everybody in the group. So listen to each group member, let them know how valuable they are, allow everyone to participate and share the ideas, but most importantly, stay focused on the topic. If you're talking about how to make the best lifesaver car, we don't want to start talking about like eating hot dogs. That absolutely has nothing to do with it. So stay focused on the topic. Okay, so that is the very first intro video. I just wanted to break it down into different videos because I don't want it to get too long. So I'm gonna come back with another video in just a moment. So see y'all soon. Bye.